Let's look at some of the preliminary operations which are required to proceed with construction of LL parsers. So it requires two main operations to be dealt before getting into construction of parsing table. One being elimination of left recursion and the second being left factoring of the given grammar. By doing so, you can design any top-down parsing table for the given grammar. First, let's look at how to eliminate left recursion. It's a very simple procedure. So, left recursion is said to exist when you have a production of this kind. So, what it states, when there is a non-terminal on the left according to the CFG, when the same non-terminal is supposed to appear as the first symbol. So, what will happen whenever you try deriving this? I'll show you here. When I start deriving this using this example, always you will end up with the same non-terminal. So, and it will keep on expanding as the first symbol as and when you keep deriving it. So, you could have seen that while constructing first of a particular symbol, it represents the set of all symbols that appears in this place. So, when you want to do like so, when left recursion occurs, it's not possible, and hence elimination becomes a important factor. So when such kind of things exist, you can remove left recursion by replacing this with these two set of productions. How to do? First, try to identify what is the alternate that has left recursion and what's the alternate that doesn't have left recursion. So here there are two alternates for a particular non-terminal. One is A alpha, another one is beta. A alpha has left recursion, but beta doesn't have left recursion because it doesn't start with the non-terminal on the left. So it has to be replaced like this. A, which is the non-terminal, gives the part or the alternate that doesn't start with the same non-terminal you have to take, which is beta, append it with a new non-terminal called A dash. So since it is a newly created non-terminal from our side, you have to write the production for this. So what is that production? So remove the same non-terminal, that is the non-terminal which is creating the left recursion, and then remove it, add the rest of the part which is alpha, append it with alpha dash or epsilon. Okay, so when you want to come to an end, you have to use epsilon. So that's the meaning of elimination of left recursion. So if you do like so, you can see the particular non-terminal on the left will never appear as the first symbol on the right. So you can comfortably end up with an alternate. Let's look at one simple example. Here you see a given grammar, whether left recursion exists or not. Yes, because there is an production called S gives SC. So this is the non-terminal which is for this production, and on to the right hand side the first symbol again starts with the same non-terminal. So there exists a left recursion because when you start expanding it, it will keep on expanding S as the non-terminal, which will become recursive. It will never stop. So when you want to stop, what to do? Write down S alternates. So there are two alternates actually, SC, CC. Okay. Pick up the alternate that doesn't start with the same non-terminal. So this is that, and so this has to be replaced by S gives, write this alternate CC followed by a new non-terminal called S dash, where S dash gives the rest of the part. Okay, so whichever is not there here, so it is capital C followed by S dash or epsilon. So you have to introduce like this. When you keep on substituting, you could feel the same kind of alternate can be generated any number of times. So that's the reason for replacement. So this production has to be replaced by these two productions. What if you have multiple alternates without the non-terminal? That may also be one of the question. For example, S gives SC is there, S gives CC is there, and then S gives D is there. Okay. So how to eliminate left recursion on this? So there are two alternates that doesn't start with the same non-terminal. So again, it has to be replaced like this. CC, again the introduction of new non-terminal S dash, and coming to the next alternate, it is D. Again introduce the same non-terminal S dash, where S dash gives the alternate being capital C, S dash or epsilon. So that's how the left recursion needs to be eliminated. And moving on to left factoring. So left factoring can said to happen if there exists a common prefix among the alternates. Okay. So if you have multiple alternates for a particular non-terminal, when there exists a common prefix, we say that can be left factored, because we don't know, like when a common prefix exists among multiple alternates, how to start and which of the alternates to be chosen becomes a difficult question to answer, and hence left factoring is important. So the productions will look like this. B becomes the common prefix part, followed by alpha or beta, which may be epsilon or which may have any symbols appended to that. When you left factor, the concept is that first you complete expanding with that common prefix and then go for the next alternate. So it becomes A gives B A dash, where B is the common prefix and it needs to be followed by either alpha or beta, and hence we are introducing a non-terminal, where that non-terminal gives alpha or beta, whichever according to our preference. So that's the meaning of left factoring. Moving on, this is the given grammar. So you look at the alternates of yes. Actually, there are two productions with the common prefix. So yes gives IS, ES or IS. So if you see, this is the common prefix. So it could be left factored like this. Yes gives IS followed by introduction of new non-terminal. When you want to create this production, this S dash should be with ES, and when you want to make it to this production, it should be epsilon. So that's how left factoring should go. And we will look at some more examples to make it clearly understand. And there is a very important concept of continuing recursion. So we'll look at this with the examples. Now, first step, elimination of left recursion. Just check whether any left recursion occurs. See here, all the productions start with the terminal symbol, no non-terminal, and hence no left recursion. So left recursion is said to exist when there exists a production that starts with a non-terminal, that too with the same non-terminal onto the left. So coming to the second one, which is left factoring. Try to identify the common prefix among the alternates. S has actually three productions, but two start with the same prefix. So this is like this. Okay, so this is the common prefix. So the final grammar G dash after left factoring will be S gives A, B followed by the introduction of new non-terminal S dash, where S dash gives, in order to arrive at the first production we will introduce C, and in order to arrive at the second production we will introduce epsilon. Okay, and in order this remaining two alternates will remain as it is. S gives A and A gives D. So that's the answer for the grammar after eliminating left recursion and left factoring it. So the next example, which is more important, just have a look at. Now the elimination of left recursion. Just check whether there exists left recursion or not. As such, whether S non-terminal end up with the left recursion. As such, it's not, okay, because S has two alternates which starts with both terminal symbols. Then come to L. Actually, it has left recursion in this production. L gives L comma S. But when you look at this also, you need to check. L gives capital S is there, and you need to see by substituting S whether it ends up with the left recursion or not. So luckily S starts with two terminal symbols and hence we don't have, and this is the only thing that ends up with left recursion. So these statements should be converted to statements of this kind. L gives yes, L dash. So how come yes? It is the alternate that doesn't start with the same non-terminal. Now L dash gives add the rest of the part without this capital L, which is the non-terminal. So which is capital S, comma capital S or epsilon. So that's how we need to eliminate left recursion. So and for this, so finally after eliminating left recursion, the grammar will go like this. S gives within bracket L or A, where L gives S L dash and L dash gives comma S L dash or epsilon. I missed out L dash here. Yeah. Now after eliminating left recursion, you have to check whether any left factoring could be done or not. So yes, no alternates we can see with common prefix over here, and it ends up with G dash, which is the final grammar after eliminating left recursion and left factoring your grammar.